God is not ignoring you. He is preparing you the season you don't understand. There comes a moment in every believer's life when heaven feels silent, when prayers seem to rise but nothing seems to return, when you kneel but there is no confirmation, when you worship but there is no response, when you push forward in faith but every door you touch refuses to open. And in those moments, the enemy whispers the same lie he has whispered for generations. God is ignoring you. But hear me clearly, God does not ignore his children. His silence is not neglect. His delay is not disinterest. His stillness is not absence. His seeming distance is not abandonment. There are seasons in your life where it looks like nothing is moving, but everything in the spiritual realm is being rearranged, rebuilt, and prepared for your next assignment. You are not in a season of denial. You are in a season of divine preparation. Preparation is heaven's strategy for increase. Preparation is God's method of protection. Preparation is God's way of ensuring that you do not step into something too quickly, too early, too immature, too distracted, too fragile, or too unprepared to carry. And preparation takes time. Preparation takes pressure. Preparation takes pruning. Preparation takes a heart that can endure silence without losing faith. This is why God often prepares his chosen ones in hidden places. Hidden seasons are the spiritual training grounds where God develops what he cannot develop in public. God does not shape warriors on stages. He shapes them in deserts. God does not build leaders in applause. He builds them in isolation. God does not strengthen faith in comfort. He strengthens it in resistance. If your life feels quiet, if it feels slow, if it feels strangely empty, understand this: God is not punishing you. He is positioning you. And the positioning feels like separation before it feels like elevation. God prepares you by removing what you thought you needed. God prepares you by stripping away what you trusted too much. God prepares you by shutting down the plans that were too small for your calling. God prepares you by blocking paths that would have stolen your destiny. He is not ignoring you. He is shaping you for something you cannot yet handle. Sometimes God delays the blessing because the blessing would break you if it came too early. Sometimes he delays the answer because he must heal the parts of you that would sabotage the miracle. Sometimes he delays your breakthrough because he is preparing you to stand in rooms where the old you would collapse. Understand this deeply. If God is making you wait, it is because he is building you into the version of yourself that can sustain the weight of what he is sending. Immature blessings become burdens. Premature blessings become accidents. Unprepared blessings become losses. But blessings that arrive in God's timing, those blessings remain, multiply, and strengthen every area of your life. So if you are waiting, don't be discouraged. Waiting is the classroom of spiritual maturity. Waiting is the refining fire of real faith. Waiting is where God teaches you to trust him without depending on signs, without depending on feelings, without depending on instant results. Waiting teaches you to depend on his character instead of your circumstances. The delay is developing you. The delay is deepening you. The delay is anchoring your faith, because you cannot go where God is sending you with the patience level you currently have. You cannot carry what God is about to place in your hands with the strength you currently possess. You cannot stand where God is positioning you with the maturity you have today. Growth is required. Development is required. Refining is required. And refining only comes through pressure, pruning, and preparation. Think of every great calling in Scripture. None of them arrived quickly. David was anointed as king but went back to tending sheep. Joseph received a dream but was thrown into a pit, then a prison. Moses was chosen to lead but spent years in the wilderness. Even Jesus himself waited 30 years before stepping into his public assignment. If greatness required time for them, it will require time for you. God delays because his timing is perfect. God delays because his vision is bigger than yours. God delays because his plan is stretching far beyond what you can see. You see current desires, God sees eternal destiny. You see the next step, God sees the next lifetime. You see the waiting, God sees the building process. And sometimes God prepares you by allowing discomfort. Not to harm you, but to detach you from what cannot stay with you. God will make certain friendships fade because they cannot go into your next season. God will let certain opportunities close because they were distractions disguised as blessings. God will let certain relationships break because they would have sabotaged your purpose. Every loss you've experienced was part of spiritual preparation. Every disappointment was a divine redirection. Every unanswered prayer was a protective barrier. Every heartbreak was a holy release. You think God is ignoring you, but He is actually protecting you from everything that is too small for where He is taking you. And yes, sometimes His preparation feels painful, but the pain is not pointless. The pain is purposeful. The pain is carving out the capacity you will need for the blessing. Pain pushes you into surrender. Pain breaks your dependence on people. Pain reveals what faith really means. Pain sharpens your discernment. Pain prepares your spirit to carry glory without pride, influence without ego, blessing without entitlement. There are seasons when God must let you feel the weight of emptiness so He can fill you with something divine. He must let you feel the sting of silence so you learn how to hear Him in ways you never could before. He must let you feel the frustration of delay so that when the blessing finally comes, you handle it with gratitude, not arrogance. Preparation rewrites your heart. Preparation stabilizes your identity. Preparation matures your discernment. Preparation makes you unshakable. Because God does not want to bless a fragile version of you. He wants to bless the refined, strengthened, matured version of you. The version that can withstand storms, carry responsibility, resist temptation, handle influence, and maintain humility. You may feel like nothing is happening, but preparation is happening. You may feel like heaven is quiet, but heaven is working. You may feel like you are going backward, but God is rebuilding your foundation. He is not ignoring you. He is investing in you. This is the season heaven is constructing the version of you that will walk into destiny with wisdom, clarity, and spiritual power. And although you cannot see it, you are getting stronger. Stronger in faith, stronger in prayer. Stronger in patience, stronger in identity, stronger in purpose. God is preparing you thoroughly because what is coming is significant, not ordinary. Not average, not temporary. Not small, but mighty, transformational, life-changing, and the greater the calling, the deeper the preparation. You are not being delayed, you are being developed. You are not being ignored, you are being instructed. You are not being forgotten, you are being formed. Because when God finally says now, nothing will be able to stop what He releases into your life. Part 2. The Silent Classroom of God. There is a place in your spiritual journey that very few talk about. A place where heaven feels quiet, prayers feel unanswered, and life feels suspended between what was and what will be. This is the place where God teaches His most powerful lessons, lessons that cannot be learned in comfort, in noise, or in motion. This place is called the Silent Classroom of God. In this classroom, God closes doors not to frustrate you, but to focus you. He removes distractions not to isolate you, but to instruct you. He pauses your progress not to punish you, but to prepare you. Because some lessons require silence, some breakthroughs require stillness. Some transformations require a holy pause. And this pause often feels like being forgotten. It feels like being overlooked. It feels like your prayers have gone missing in heaven's inbox. But listen carefully. God never loses a prayer. God never misplaces a tear. God never forgets a promise. God never abandons a child He has chosen. The silence is not rejection, it is redirection. The delay is not denial, it is development. The waiting is not punishment, it is preparation. God is building something inside you that the next season will require. And sometimes that building requires isolation. When God is preparing you for elevation, He first separates you from anything that could contaminate your identity. He is teaching you how to depend on Him, not people. He is teaching you how to trust His timing, not your own urgency. He is teaching you how to walk by faith, not by visible results. He is teaching you how to hear His voice above all others. This is why God often cuts the noise before He brings the blessing. He lets friendships fade so your ears become sharper to His guidance. He lets opportunities dry up so you stop chasing the wrong doors. He lets certain people leave so you stop relying on what cannot stay. He lets expectations collapse so you learn to build upon Him alone. You think the breaking is the end, but the breaking is the beginning. You think the silence is empty, but the silence is sacred. You think the waiting is wasted time, but the waiting is the womb of destiny. God uses silence as a scalpel to cut away pride. He uses stillness as fire to burn away fear. He uses delay as a mirror to expose what your heart still clings to. Because before God can promote you, He must purify you. Before He can elevate you, He must educate you. Before He can bless you, He must build you. And that building often happens in hidden seasons. Hidden seasons are not punishment, they are protection. Hidden seasons are not setbacks, they are setups. Hidden seasons are not signs of God's absence, they are signs of His closeness. God hides you to prepare you. God hides you to strengthen you. God hides you to develop roots that cannot be shaken when the wind starts blowing. A tree that grows too fast above the ground but too shallow beneath it is easily destroyed. God will not allow your life to grow like that. So He slows you down, pushes your roots deeper, and strengthens what no one can see. Your prayer is for elevation. God's priority is foundation. Your desire is for progress. God's design is for depth. Because a shallow believer cannot carry a deep calling. This is why God delays. This is why God waits. This is why God remains silent in certain seasons. He is giving you depth. Depth in character, depth in wisdom, depth in patience, depth in faith, depth in identity, depth in discernment. Blessings require depth. Destiny requires depth. Purpose requires depth. God is ensuring that your life has the spiritual infrastructure to handle where He is taking you. And yes, the classroom feels lonely. Yes, the stillness feels uncomfortable. Yes, your heart starts to question things it once believed easily. But it is in the questioning that God strengthens your understanding. It is in the wrestling that God sharpens your faith. It is in the waiting that God trains you to trust what you cannot yet see. Do not despise the quiet season. It is where God does His most important work. It is where He detoxes your spirit from the noise of people's opinions. It is where He rebuilds your confidence in His will instead of your feelings. It is where He teaches you the discipline of patience. It is where He purifies your motives so you desire His glory, not your own. In the quiet, motives are exposed. In the quiet, idols fall. In the quiet, old wounds surface so they can finally heal. In the quiet, the soul becomes teachable. And a teachable soul is a transformable soul. God cannot pour greatness into a heart that refuses to be still. He cannot speak deep instruction into a mind filled with noise. He cannot expand your purpose if you are preoccupied with distractions. That is why the quiet season comes. To detox you, to reset you, to realign you, to prepare you for what noise cannot teach. The quiet season is the spiritual workshop where God rewires your heart. He rewires your desires. He rewires your expectations. He rewires your interpretation of delay. He rewires your dependence on external validation. You learn that God doesn't need to shout to lead you. You learn that His silence is full of strategy. You learn that His delays are full of purpose. You learn that His stillness is full of strength. You begin to understand that faith is not just believing God can answer, but believing He is working even when He doesn't answer yet. The silent classroom builds a higher kind of faith. Not emotional faith, not circumstantial faith, not convenient faith, but anchored faith, rooted faith, enduring faith, battle-tested faith, faith that doesn't collapse under pressure, faith that doesn't break when prayers take time, faith that doesn't shrink when life doesn't go according to plan. Because the believer God is shaping you into cannot be fragile. Your calling is too big for a weak foundation. Your purpose is too significant for shallow roots. Your destiny is too heavy for a trembling heart. So God strengthens you privately before He blesses you publicly. He works on your patience. He works on your emotional regulation. He works on your self-control. He works on your spiritual sensitivity. He works on your ability to hear Him clearly. He works on your willingness to follow Him fully. And He works on these things in silence, so nothing distracts you from the transformation. If God is preparing you, He will make you wait. If God is preparing you, He will make you uncomfortable. If God is preparing you, He will remove what no longer belongs. If God is preparing you, He will challenge you to trust Him in the unseen. Preparation requires stripping. Preparation requires surrender. Preparation requires stretching. Preparation requires refinement. And refinement is never easy, but it is always necessary. God is not ignoring you. He is investing in you. God is not silent. He is sculpting you. God is not delaying. He is designing you for destiny. This season is not a setback. It is a spiritual apprenticeship, a divine training ground, a holy construction site. When God prepares you, He does not rush. When God prepares you, He does not miss details. When God prepares you, He does not leave weak points. He is building someone unstoppable. He is building someone spiritually grounded. He is building someone ready to carry influence without collapsing. He is building someone prepared for blessings that require maturity. What you are walking through is not random. It is not wasted. It is not pointless. It is preparation.